Isn't it time to learn? Ready to go, have some fun.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm excited to have you in class today and I hope that you had to. So what are we doing today? We're going to be learning about the home. Yes, the home. We're going to be looking at the rooms and the very many rooms in our home and how we can ensure that we're using them properly. Maybe now you're watching me from your home. It would be nice for you to take a tour again and remind yourself of how best to maintain every room that you have in your home. My name is Auntie Bisi and I'm happy to see you. Never forget, you are the sweetest, creamiest, yummiest, and most beautiful wonder of God. All right, let's get right into this. Look at this. I see. And I'm asking some of you, what's your favorite spot in the home? Did I hear you say kitchen? For somebody whose favorite spot is the kitchen, we all know what that means. They must love food a lot. So see, we have the guest room, the study, the bathroom, the bedroom, living room, dining room, and so much more. So all of these rooms that we've seen now can be found in the home. And that again is a lesson title for today, Rooms in the Home. So what are the learning objectives? Why are we studying this particular lesson today? To tell the meaning of a home, to state the different rooms in a home, to mention some household objects. And what are vocabularies that we should take note of? You can go and check the meaning of them later on because they'll help you have a better understanding of what we're studying today. Home, bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, living room, dining room, garden, and garage. All right. So, what's the charge? Remember I said the last time that whenever we're learning, we need to have a charge. Something that we'll move on with. Something that would excite us to learn more. A charge usually goes with a good intentions. What are good intentions? A good intentions are those good things we plan to do once we have gotten knowledge. Remember, knowledge that is not applied is knowledge lost. You don't want to lose all the juiciness in this knowledge, do you? Great. So charge, I'd like you to say that after me. I will respect the spaces in my home. Use them for the purpose they were designed and maintain them in the best way possible. What's our good intention? I know there may be some rooms that are not available in my home. I will be thankful for the ones available, use them appropriately, and stay hopeful for when I will live in my dream home. But never will I be ungrateful because of what others have that I do not have presently. That's something that should stick with you. Never should you be ungrateful because of what others have that you do not have presently. And that's a truth that we must know. As we're treating what a home is, there are some things that we'll look at today that you do not currently have in your home. And maybe your friend has that. But what you'd have to think about is the ones that you have and how best you can maintain them so that you prepare yourself for when you eventually have a bigger home with many rooms. Do you understand? Also, one thing I want you to note is there are people who do not have houses. There are people who do not have places where they lay their head. So different things may be happening to them, or they may be in some situation where they have to probably sleep outside. I know, you're wondering, do people really sleep outside? Yes, some people have to sleep outside because they do not have shelter. Some people have to be in a very small place. Even though they're a large family, they have to manage a very small place that is not exactly conducive because of our standard of living. So you should think about those things whenever it is that you have a chance. help people as much as you can. Whenever it is that you have a chance, do not judge others. Do not criticize them unfairly, because just as you are a child, they are also children who may not exactly be responsible for the situation that they are in. So you treat others fairly. Now, what is a home? A home is a place where we live. It provides comfort and shelter. There are many rooms in the home and they all serve different purposes. Okay? And we all know why we have a favorite spot in the home. For some people, it's a library. They like to read. For some people, it's food. They love to eat. For some people, maybe it's the bathroom. They love to clean up. So there are very many rooms in the home, and there are a lot of things that we can do, even in our homes. All right. Now let's look at this. Different homes. Yes, that's right. There are different types of homes. Some big and some small. Families get houses based on family size and family income. That's very, very important for you to know. Some people are just two, or some people are three in the family. They get a home that can accommodate their size. For some people who are large in number and they can't afford it, maybe the income of mommy and daddy is able to provide them a very large house, they can live in that kind of house. But for some people, they have small houses because of their size or because that's what they can afford for now. So again, you must respect people with their different choices. And also, do not put so much pressure on your parents because you see, your friend has this or your friend has that. Everything will happen in its own time. So some homes are small and do not need many rooms. Some are big and have lots of rooms. What is important to have in a home is to ensure that it is safe and secure for everyone. A home filled with love and sweet memories, even if it is small, but there is love and there is comfort. A home where everyone is valued and give their best to be there for one another. So are you making your home safe for everyone? Think about it. Where do you drop your trash? When you spill off water, how do you handle it? You must ensure that your home is safe for you and everyone. Fantastic. I hope you're learning something. I hear you say yes. So we move on. How well do you know your home? Of course now. Look at that. It is a room where we relax, we receive and entertain visitors. What room could this be? A sitting room. Look at this one. Lovely. We can see chairs, we can see the TV, we can see beautiful decorations. So this is a place where we relax, we can watch TV, we can receive and entertain guests. Next room in the home. Wow, look at this. Remember that proverb that says, as you lay your bed, so you lie on it. Make it as neat as this and you have a lovely night rest. Or have it all rough, throwing things on it. Those things will come back to haunt you. Alright, so as you lay your bed, so you lie on it. Bed laid, time to cool off. We sleep, rest, and dress up in our bedrooms. Right, so what's next to see? This is for the foodies. Yummy finger-licking meals are prepared in the kitchen. And yes, we do the dirty dishes there too. So when you finish eating, do you clean up after yourself or you just leave the plates anywhere you like and move on? That's something for you to think about, okay? You can always do the dishes in the kitchen. And we have the dining room. We eat our dishes right here in the dining room. And it's a memorable experience to share our meal times with family, okay? It brings a really lovely bond. So whenever you have the time, encourage daddy and mommy to share a meal together. All right, now look at this. Some of you do not like this room because you don't like to clean up. Brush your teeth, have your bath, This is where you do all of that. So this is the bathroom. We take our bath, brush our teeth, and do general cleanup. For some of us, it's such a task, and we don't even want to get up. We don't want to brush. We don't want to have a bath. But this is a very good place for us to clean up and look fresh for a new day. All right, this is where we ease up. We go there to ease it up. We've eaten. We've taken a lot of water, taken juice, fruits, and then it's time to ease all of that up to free our body for another round. This is where we get all of that done. And one very important thing is to clean up right after. Don't make the place dirty for the next member of the family who is going to use it. Be responsible enough to clean up after yourself. All right, let's see. This is the store. This is where we keep things safe. Things we're not using at the moment. Things we do not use as often. Okay? We keep them right here in the store. And it's always very nice to have a store clean and neat. It helps us to find things very easily. Okay? Good, good, good. Now, we have the home office and library. Okay? You can do your homework in the library. You can read your book in the library. Your parents can have visitors from the office in this place. Sometimes our home offices serve as the library. Sometimes we have our libraries different and then we have home offices different. Whatever the case, for you to avoid distractions, you can go there, do your homework, do your lessons, and read. Right. We read, research, and attend to official matters in the library. Look at that. That's a beautiful garage where we find all our cars. And remember, like I said, some houses may not have all of these rooms, but they have some important rooms, okay? That just depends on your family size and the choice of your family. Whatever that is, you must respect it and be appreciative of where you are, okay? Good, 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 good. Now, this is a home, okay? But I don't know what your own dream house looks like. In fact, there may be some rooms that we haven't talked about today, but you would like for it to be in your dream house. So I want you to draw a dream house, you know, a house that you're thinking about, like, oh, this is the kind of house. And remember, like I always say, dreams always come true. So I want you to draw, in fact, color it in the colors that you want. You get that? Good. Are you excited about that one? Yeah. So, you know, draw your dream house and list out all the rooms that you want. In fact, remember the image we saw from the beginning of the lesson? Do something like that. Show all the rooms you'd like to have in your home. And you should also say why you would want those rooms in, because every room has to have a function. So you can't just say, oh, this room is just a room. No. You probably would have to give it a name. And maybe you want to say, oh, I want a toy room. Oh, I want a playroom. You understand that kind of thing? Fantastic. So do your own dream house. Let's see what you'd come up with. Also, I'd like you to be grateful for a lot of things. So write out a list of things that you're grateful for in your house. Things that you can see now. Things you're happy that you have. Right? There must be something. Think. You'll find it. Also make a list of things you would like to do in your present or more often. Would you like to wash the dishes more often? Would you like to clean the bathroom more often? Would you like to mop more often? Think about all those things you'd like to do in your home now. And you can start, you can make a timetable. If you're too young, you can ask your mom to supervise you. You can ask your dad to supervise you. In fact, you can make out a work timetable that makes it easy for you to do nice things around the home. All right, this is just a practical assessment that you can do at home with your mom or in school with your teacher. So if you'd like, I'll give you my email at the end of the class and you can send me a request. I'll make sure I send it to you. Okay? All right. So let's read this very interesting story of Mr. Stretchy's house story. Look at that. Mr. Stretchy. Mr. Stretchy. Okay? Look at the house. Who could live here? In the room, it's Mr. Stretch. Oh, look how long Mr. Stretch's arms are and his legs. Wow. It's Mr. Stretch. Mr. Stretch can stretch his body very far, so he doesn't need to get out of bed. Mr. Stretch is hungry. What is he doing? In the kitchen, he's getting a banana from the fridge. He didn't stand up, he just had to stretch his long arms to get the banana from the fridge. Right? Let's see again. In the bathroom, the banana was delicious, so delicious. Now Mr. Stretch has sticky hands, like we do when we have banana for snacks. So he stretches his arms into the bathroom to wash his hands in the sink. I said earlier, we can clean up where? In the bathroom or in the toilets, okay? So he stretches his hands into the bathroom, washes his hands in the sink. In the living room, Mr. Stretch is bored. He wants to watch TV. Can you believe that? He's stretching his eyes to the living room and watches TV. Who wouldn't want that kind of life? You don't have to get up from bed. You just sit and stretch your way through everything. So, let's see again. In the dining room, Mr. Stretch's feet are cold. So he stretches his legs to the dining room and puts on his slippers. In the garden, it's time to water the flowers. Mr. Stretch stretches his arm out of the window and waters the flowers. It's night. Mr. Stretch is fast asleep. Good night, Mr. Stretch. Look at that. He doesn't have to stand up, but he gets all of his body working. Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury. So, Bola, Emeka, Shola, get up from bed and go and do your responsibilities in the home. I know you might just like something like Mr. Stretch, stretching all over to the bathroom, to the dining room, okay? But no, we have to get up and do what we have to do, okay? But this is interesting to see because you can see all of the things that Mr. Stretch has to do in his home, even though he doesn't have to stand up. But you have to get up and make those things happen. Why? Because, for instance, my name is BC and not Mr. Stretch. So I have to stand up and get the work done. So, I was going to say that we could do this now, but you can always do this later, okay? Form a rap about your favorite spots in the home, okay? Right? I know you'd like that. So you talk about your favorite spots in the home and you say why you like that spot. So, it could be the bathroom because you like to clean up. It could be the dining because you like to eat, right? It could be the living room because you like to watch TV. It could be the library because you like to read, okay? So think about all the beautiful rooms that you have in your home. Small, big, whatever it is. Just think of that one thing that you like most and why you love it. Okay? If you'd like to respond to that, you can send me an email after the class. I give you my email, and you can always send me an email anytime of the day. All right? So we have come to the end of a fantastic lesson. Do you think I deserve a round of applause? I hear you say yes. So that's for me. And now I'm going to give you a very big round of applause for listening and paying attention. You see, mine, the one I gave you is louder than the one I gave myself because you are the one doing the bigger work, right? Good. So if you've got any questions, you can email your questions or email your answers to the work we did today. Or if you just want to send me your rap, how do you like that? You can send it to my email, bc@iteach.network, and I would be so glad to respond to you. Okay? So until we come again for the next class, this is a wrap. And never forget, you are the sweetest, kindest, yummiest, juiciest wonder of God. See you. Bye.